Good evening. My name is Leland Holgate. Welcome to your Try Resilience Yoga or Total Resilience Yoga. My name is Leland Holgate, and we are in for an hour practice today. It's about 45 to 46 minutes of our yoga practice, and then about 10 to 15 minutes of closing meditation. So then, of course, today in our closing meditation, I love to make those extra special. So please stay with us. Give me a moment to wet my whistle. Well, as I stated, my name is Leland Holgate, and I am one of the lead trainers here at Trauma Recovery Yoga or Total Resilience Yoga, and I'm also one of the instructors. So I take great pleasure in putting these classes out for all of you. And of course, these are completely free for all of you guys. So please share it with all of your friends, especially if you enjoy this. Let's get it out there to more so we can empower others and show them that they really do have an outlet while we're stuck in. And that outlet is checking out and tuning in to yourself. So while we're moving through this practice, just allow yourself to be wherever you are today. I know there are some days, especially while we're stuck in the house, where you feel like you need to stretch past your capabilities, or you want to stretch past where you are, which sometimes will allow us to get in maybe a bit of a rush, or even push ourselves to do something that maybe will bring injury. So for now, just allow yourself to be where you are today and realize that whatever you do is enough. Everything you do is enough. You showed up for yourself. So showing up, first and foremost, is 95% of all success in the universe. So congratulate yourself for that. Honor yourself for just showing up for you, for putting you at the top of maybe a long priority list, like most of us have while we're adulting. So my name is Leland Holgate, and one of the things about this form is that has personally transformed my practice and my life as I know it. I am a combat veteran, also a recovering quadriplegic, and recently, it's been almost 12 months, a paraplegic. So I've had to learn how to walk 3 times in my life. And being diagnosed with PTSD, of course, I had to find something that would help me, that would bring me back to the moment, that would allow me to reduce that stress, chop away at that anxiety, and find that still point for myself. And though I was already practicing yoga for years before I found Trauma Recovery Yoga, this method, as you'll see soon, is so different from any other method that you might have taken or you might have experienced yourself. And once I found this form of yoga, already being advanced on the other side of yoga and the super crazy positions and all that kinds of stuff, this is now my bread and butter. I love it so much. It's shown me all these self-regulation techniques that really allow you to tune in, close off the outside world, and feel what you want to feel, like what you actually want to feel, not what just pops up in your head. That's what's great about this method, is all those things that pop up in your head, this manages those pop-ups. It's kind of like having that pop-up blocker. You can look at this method in that way. They're still going to continue to pop up, but the more that you do this work for you, for yourself, the easier it is for that to just automatically close those off. Eventually, they just become a little annoying, off in the distance sound or voice that is easily swatted off your shoulders. You can allow yourself to kind of settle into wherever you want to be. So let yourself find those self-regulation techniques. And soon I'll make sure that we cover exactly what this method is all about, once again, for those that might be tuning in right as we get going. But one thing I wanted to highlight today is, I always get to have this chat beforehand. And this morning, what I was talking about on my class this morning was belief and what that is for you. And for me, belief and what I believe is where it all starts. If you think about it, one of the best examples is you were a child and you looked at your parents, you looked up to your aunts and your uncles, you saw that they had cars and homes and just that adult life that you craved, you wanted as a child. You wanted to achieve that. Well, as a child, you believed that you would have it. And that carried through and carried through. And that belief is what puts you right here with your own cars, your own homes, your own, your own property, your own things, your own life that you've created on your own. So remembering that belief is part and parcel to success in anything will really help stretch your potential quite a bit. So just remember that if you can believe that you have the capability to do it, all you need to do from that point forward is just carry out whatever small steps that you need to take day in and day out, and you will achieve it. That belief will allow you to be there. Without belief, think about it. If you don't believe that you're going to do something, when are you ever going to strive to do it? When are you ever going to take steps toward it? Because you don't believe, it automatically closes off those possibilities. For instance, you believe that you have the power inside of yourself to heal, to let go, to be where you want to be, then all you have to do is continue in that belief and move yourself forward small steps at a time. You don't have to conquer the world right away, just one day at a time, one step at a time. And something that kind of stacks on with that as well is while you're moving through and figuring out this messy middle in life, finding your way to that clarity or that faith, just remember that we all, including myself, we give ourselves chance for excuses. And I know I'm one of the ones that I have to constantly check in with myself and really see where I am with my excuses. Because there's two types of things that you get out of life. You either get more excuses to cover up the excuses that you've made for yourself, or you get results. Because no matter what the excuse is, you push past it and make yourself, again, that important thing, that important person. So just remember, I know we all have so many other things that we want to do, but those excuses lead to lack of results. If you allow that to go, believe that you have that power and capability to get what you want, you'll find results. So I hope you enjoy this practice. I know I do immensely every time that I practice. I practice at least once a day. And even if you don't practice the full hour like we're about to do, even if you were just to give yourself 5 to 15 minutes of these self-regulation techniques every day, the physiological changes that would happen in your body have already been founded by science and all of the research that they've done on yoga alone, let alone this method that was created by our co-founders, Darwin and Joyce, and also our psychologist, Nicole Anders. So it's an amazing, amazing technique. Allow yourself the space, if you can, to find somewhere more quiet or as quiet as you can find. And let yourself be wherever you are. Remember, whatever you do is enough. If you sit here and breathe the entire time we practice, you're practicing yoga because you're controlling the breath. And that's 90 to 95% of yoga. It's just the control of breath. So we're going to go ahead and we will get started. We're right about that time. So for those just tuning in, hi, my name is Leland Holgate. Welcome to your Total Resilience Yoga. And I am the founder and the president of Warriors for Life America, who is partnered with Trauma Recovery Yoga. And I love doing this work because it allows you that ability of choice. You know, one of the things that's taken away from us whenever something bad happens in life. And I want to make sure that you understand that this does help even the most extreme of cases that you would think. Take me, for example. I'm a combat veteran, a recovering quadriplegic, and a recovering paraplegic as well. So this really is my bread and butter as far as coming back into myself and allowing myself to heal and finding my space. So that's what this is all about. And as we're moving along, just allow yourself the expression of choice, as I highlighted. It's all your yoga, your mat, your rules. And make sure that you come from a place of curiosity instead of judgment. You know, a lot of times we want to be somewhere, we want to do something. Just let yourself be curious, kind of feel where you are here at the moment. All right, so I will also be up here at the front. We don't play any music. I micro cue the entire time to keep your mind going from that dark place. And also, as we move along, I will be your model. So if I call something out for you, I will be right here at the front of the class. Just look to your screen and you'll know exactly where to go or what to do. All right, so we're gonna get started in our cross-leg seated position, or whatever seated position is comfortable for you. Legs straight, bent knees, whatever that looks like for you, let yourself be there. All right, we're gonna start with our sitting bones connected. Let your hands just rest on your knees and let your chin fall to your chest. You can soften or close your eyes. And as we're looking down, we're sending the signal to our brain, all is well, I am safe, I am right where I should be. Notice your sitting bones connected to the mat. And now pick out 4 different patterns, or shapes, or colors. Anything to bring yourself further into this moment. Maybe the contrast of your skin in comparison to the mat. Maybe your clothing in comparison to your skin. Practicing a little grounding, just connecting with earth, connecting with our mat. Notice your sitting bones connected there. And both are always there to support you. Now practice a little mindfulness. Just a fancy word for noticing. Start to notice where you may be tight or tense. Notice where the airflow may be restricted or where you're holding. And come from a place of curiosity. No need to judge yourself. Just notice where you are for the moment. Now pull your belly button in and up. Really engage the lower intrinsic muscles by restricting the flow of urine. You'll start to feel that heat build up. That's your internal core temperature, your internal furnace starting to heat up. This helps pull all that mind chatter down away from the brain where it can be burned up and used for fuel for you. Continue to let that power build. Pull your belly button in and up. Realize that that power comes from you. Just another few breaths. Slowly start to release. Now filling from the bottom all the way to the top with our 3-part breath. As you inhale, big belly, into the chest, into the back of the eyes. Exhale through your chest. Press your belly button into your spine. Inhale, big belly, into your chest, into the back of the eyes. Exhale through your chest. Press your belly button into your spine. Inhale, big belly, into your chest, washing around, cleansing. Exhale through your chest. Press your belly button into your spine. Now come back to your normal breath. And perform a scan for yourself, just checking curiosity. Notice your forehead relax, jaw release, shoulders away from your ears, hands just gently lying on your knees with a slight separation in your fingers. On your next inhale, right ear to right shoulder, head rolls back. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder, chin to your chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Continue to roll around, link your breath to your motion, and allow yourself to move at your own pace. This is your mat, your yoga, your rules. You'll hear that popping and cracking. That's just nitrogen leaving the joints. That old stagnant energy being cleaned out. Roll around one more time. Let your chin fall to your chest. And give yourself just a moment of pause. Let any dizziness subside. It's completely normal. On your next inhale, left ear, left shoulder, head rolls back. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder, chin to your chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder, head rolls back. Continue to roll around. Link your breath with your motion. And let that popping and cracking release that old stagnant energy, making way for the new. Roll all around. One more time. Let your chin fall to your chest. Give yourself just a moment. Slowly, you can start to blink your eyes open, lift your gaze. Now bring your right arm out. You can keep your shoulder plugged back into its socket. Start to wiggle your fingers, get the blood flowing. Look up towards your fingertips and open your eyes wide. Letting light in helps those happy hormones produce in a faster rate. Maybe put a big goofy smile on your face too. Start to produce more happy hormones. Start to look down towards your left hand. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, walk your left hand away from you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, up and over. Sitting bones connected. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. As you inhale, come back up to the center. Both hands lift. Wiggle both fingers. Get the blood flowing down through your arms. Let your right hand drop down. Keep an eye on your left hand now. Look up once again. Open your eyes. Let in all that light. Maybe the same big, goofy smile on your face. Look down to your right hand. Take an inhale. As you exhale, walk it away from you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, back up to the center. And slowly let your arms float back down. Once your hands reach the mat, take your right hand over to your left knee. Your left hand goes right behind your hips so you can sit up nice and tall. Take an inhale. As you exhale, twist at the base of the rib cage. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, look to the front. Slowly unwind. And now switch it off. Left hand to your right knee. Left or right hand, can't left and right, behind your hips. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist at the base of the rib cage. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. Slowly look forward and let yourself unwind. And one more stretch for that side body. Reach your arms up overhead. Bring your hands to touch. Interlock your fingers, except for your pointer fingers. Keep those pointed together. And sit up nice and tall as you inhale. Reach for the sky. As you exhale, up and over to your right. As you inhale, reach with the left arm. Exhale, pull with the bottom. Inhale, reach with the top. Exhale, pull. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Inhale, back up to the center. Reach up. Exhale, up and over to the other side. Inhale, reach with the top hand. Exhale, pull with the bottom. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Inhale, back up to the center. Separate your hands. Let them float down to your mat. Let your chin fall to your chest. Give yourself a moment to check in once again. Notice the body, your forehead relaxed, jaw released, shoulders away from your ears, knees gently lying out, and your hands just lying on your mat. Start to blink your eyes open. You can lift your gaze. Pull your heels in or just move your legs over to the side so you can roll forward onto all fours. Now hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're going to take a deep inhale. Imagine taking in all the positive, all the clean. As you exhale, crunch your right shoulder to right hip, cleansing and squeezing out the organs. Inhale back to the center, taking that clean and positive. Exhale, crunch to the left. Inhale back to the center, taking the healthy and the happy. As you exhale, crunch to the right. Inhale back to the center, taking that happy and healthy. As you exhale, crunch, squeezing and wringing out the organs. Inhale back to the center, taking that clean and positive. Exhale, crunch to the right. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, crunch to the left. And come back to the center. Take your right leg toward the back of your mat. Your left arm comes forward. And you decide one or both up in the air. Completely up to you. Press your belly button in towards your spine. As you inhale, reach both directions. Exhale, press your belly button into your spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. Slowly lower your hand and knee back down to your mat. We don't want you walking in circles, so let's do that other side. Left leg back, right arm comes forward. You decide one or both up in the air. Press your belly button into your spine. As you inhale, reach both directions. Exhale, press your belly button to spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. Slowly lower your hand and your knee back down to your mat. Tuck your toes and press your way back to your first downward dog. Your hands can be about shoulder width apart, your feet about hip width apart. You can also bend at your knees here. So take your hamstrings out of the equation. So you can just concentrate on keeping a nice, straight, flat back for that decompression of the spine. Let your head just relax. You can shake your head yes and no. And while we're here, we like to practice the two most powerful words in the universe. I am. Rock those out for yourself today, whatever that is. I am amazing. I am happy. I am healthy. As you inhale, heels up, look forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead, hands come to touch. Inhale, heart center. Look down to your fingertips. Once again, send the signal to your brain, all is well. I am safe. I am right where I should be. And release. And now we're going to move through some sun salutations. So these are meant to burn up that excess energy that we all carry in our bodies. Allow yourself to move at your own pace. If I'm too slow, speed it up. And if I'm too fast, slow it down. And remember, if you sit or lay and breathe, you are still practicing yoga. As you inhale, arms up overhead. Breathe out, swan dive forward. Take a breath in, halfway lift. Breathe out, plant your hands, step back, lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Rock your I ams here once again. I am strong. I am powerful. I am prosperous. Inhale, heels up, look forward. Walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead. Hands come to touch. Inhale, heart center. Exhale, release. Breathe in, arms overhead. Release, swan dive forward. Take a breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Rock your I ams. I am amazing. I am powerful. I am healthy. As you inhale, heels up, look forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead, hands come to touch. Inhale, heart center. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms overhead. As you breathe out, swan dive forward. Take a breath in, halfway lift. Breathe out, plant your hands, step back, lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Rock your I ams here once again. I am generous. I am healing. I am letting go. As you inhale, heels up, look forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead. Hands come to touch. Breath in, heart center. And release. This time as we inhale, we're going to sit back and down. You can look past your knees, see if you see your toes. Maybe you roll the weight in towards your heels. Maybe you press your belly button in towards your spine. And then lift your arms up overhead. As we're looking up, it helps clear the fog off of the brain. bringing clarity to the moment. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Rock your I ams here once again. I am loyal. I am committed. I am growing. As you inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, swing your right foot forward. Drop your back heel down. And inhale up to your warrior two. Or as Joyce would call it, the yogurt pose. That's on all those yogurt commercials. Your back leg can be straight and strong. You can also sink in just a little deeper on your front thigh. You can also bring your front knee out towards your pinky toe. Maybe bring your shoulder blades together to create that straight line. And now as you inhale, straighten up your front leg. Reach for the front of the mat. When you can reach no further, bring your hand to your thigh or to your shin or ankle. Just avoid your knee. And reach with your left arm. I know you're feeling that stretch on the inner thigh, and that's what we're looking for. Your front leg can be straight. If you need to, you can bring your hand up towards your thigh here, or you keep your hand on your shin. Completely up to you. Start to bend in to your front thigh. Right arm comes up to your thigh. And now as you inhale, come back up to your warrior two. Your front palm spins up. I'm going to give you a disco ball. And that's filled with amazing, awesome, and happy energy. As you exhale, come back to your reverse warrior. Just let that shower down on you. You know you deserve it. Inhale back to your warrior two. Now windmill your hands down. Your right leg can come back. Lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Rock those I ams for yourself once again. I am strong. I am courageous. I am joyful. As you inhale, heels up, look forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead. Hands come to touch. Inhale, heart center. Exhale, release. And everybody's favorite, back to chair pose. Sit yourself back and down. Maybe you look past your knees once again, belly button into your spine, arms up overhead. As you look up once again, bringing clarity to your situation. Maybe you let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Let that tension go. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Rock your I ams here once again. I am peaceful. I am happy. I am healthy. On your next inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, swing your left foot forward. Drop your back heel down. Inhale, up to your warrior two on this side. Again, you can bend in towards your front thigh here, really get yourself into it. You can also have a straight leg or somewhat straight leg, just wherever you are. Let that be enough today. Maybe you bring your front knee out towards your pinky toe, allowing a little bit more of a stretch. You can also bring your shoulder blades together as we look over our left fingertips. And now as you inhale, straighten up your left leg. Reach for the front of your mat. Hinge yourself forward. Hand comes to your shin or to your thigh or your ankle. Just avoid your knee. As you inhale, reach with your right arm. This helps keep the spine nice and straight. You work toward that straight leg. You feel that stretch on the inner thigh. That's exactly what we're looking for. Start to bend into your front thigh. Left elbow comes to your left thigh. And now bring yourself back to your warrior two. Front palm spins up. I have refilled that ball. This time I have healthy, powerful, and courageous energy. As you exhale, come back to your reverse warrior and just let that shower down on you. Inhale back to your warrior two. Windmill your hands down to your mat. Left leg moves back, lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Rock your I ams here once again. I am prosperous. I am powerful. I am happy. As you inhale, heels up, look forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead, hands come to touch. Inhale, heart center. Exhale, release. And one more again. We're going to sit back and down. This time, maybe you let your arms hang as we look down, sending the signal to our brain once again, all is well. I am safe. I am right where I should be. Maybe you bring your arms up as you look forward, as if you're determined to reach your goals. Or you can look up to bring that clarity to the moment. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Rock your I ams here once again. I am amazing. I am productive. I am happy. As you inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, swing your right leg forward, drop your back knee down. You can also, if you have knees like Grandpa here, you can bring both knees back, or you stay in that low lunge position. That is up to you. As you inhale, reach up overhead. Now, visualization, an important part, getting what you want in life. I'm going to give you a balloon. I want you to imagine it in between your hands, the feel, the texture, the color, the size. Now, I'm going to give you a marker, and I want you to write down everything you want to let go of. All the things that no longer serve you in your life. Maybe it's a feeling. Maybe you don't have words for it, so you can associate a number or a color and write it all over that balloon. As you inhale, feel it lifting. Exhale, separate your arms and watch as it sails away. Smaller and smaller, taken by the universe to be granted or recycled into something new. Reach your arms up. Bring your hands back to your mat, back to plank. Lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Rock your I ams once again. I am most definitely sweaty. I am goofy. I am playful. As you inhale, left leg up toward the sky. Exhale, swing your left leg forward. You can drop your back knee down. And remember, if you're like Grandpa, you can bring your knees back. Sometimes they argue with me. I don't argue back anymore. Reach your arms up overhead. And now I'm going to give you a balloon. Again, I want you to see it, feel it, look at the color. Now I want you to take out that marker. I want you to write down everything you want in your life. All of the things you want to experience, all the places you want to go, all the people you want in your life. Maybe something for your family or friends. Maybe something for the world right now. Peaceful, happy vibes. Write it all over that balloon. As you inhale, reach up. Exhale, separate your arms and watch as it sails away. Smaller and smaller, taken by the universe to be granted as a wish for you and those you love. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant your hands. Back to your plank. Lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Rock your I ams here. I am strong. I am healthy. I am happy. So inhale, heels up, look forward. Walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead. Hands come to touch. Inhale, heart center. Look down to your fingertips. Send the signal to your brain once again, all is well. I am safe. I am right where I should be. And release. Pardon me for just a moment. Grandpa's got some cement mouth. So you made it through our sun cells. Next, we're going to build a mountain. So stand on your mat, hands onto your hips. Take a little hop, and your feet land directly underneath your hips. And we're going to look down, lift your toes. It's one of my favorite exercises. Pinky toes go down. Place your big toes down. And now try for pinky toe, big toe, middle toe. Somebody's going to make me pass out once I see them do that, and I'll be super jealous. Press through all four corners of your feet. Really press into the mat. Start to feel every muscle engage all the way up. Calves, thighs, belly button in towards your spine. Hands move down toward the mat with your fingertips being pulled as if being pulled by ribbons or spider webs. Shoulders come together. Let your heart space shine forward. And let the crown of your head grow toward the sky as you keep everything engaged. Feel the power build. You are that mountain. You are that immovable force when you want to be. Choose now to let yourself feel that power of you being the mountain. I'm going to count down from 5. And when I reach 1, just let everything hang. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just let everything loose. You can check in once again. Notice your forehead, jaw relaxed, shoulders released from your ears, and your mat and the earth there to support you as always. Slowly start to lift your gaze, blink your eyes open. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. As you exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, grab for your big toes with your peace fingers. You can also bend at your knees and let your chest just rest on your thighs so that this can be passive. You can also make this active if you would like by pulling with your arms, elbows moving east and west. You can work to straighten your legs. Whatever you do here, just have your heart above your head. You can even make this passive. Just hang out with your arms behind your knees. The heart being above the head allows it to get that break from gravity that it deserves. All day long, it's fighting the sitting and walking and sitting to get the blood up to the brain. It also lets those happy hormones start to build. And here in a moment, you'll find out why we call this the Xanax of yoga. Stay in your fold, release your hands up to your hips, pull your belly button in towards your spine, and very, very slowly tick yourself up. Head comes up last. It's one of my favorite feelings in the world. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, you can grab your big toes. Your hands can come under your feet, or you can just take your arms behind your knees, just kind of hang out. You bend at your knees, chest to your thighs to allow this to be passive. Letting the heart get the break that it deserves. This also helps tone the vagus nerve system in your body, which helps enact that relaxed side or relaxed state of your being. Stay in your fold, release your hands up to your hips, pull your belly button in towards your spine, and slowly, like it's a game to come up last, tick yourself up. Oh, that just gets better every time. One more again. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, you pick where you want to go. Peace fingers around the big toes, hands under the feet, or maybe you just hang out like I am with your arms behind your knees. Just allow the heart to soak up that break, to enjoy its moment to slow down, to work less, to do more for you. Stay in your fold, release your hands up to your hips, pull your belly button in towards your spine, and very slowly tick yourself up. Oh my goodness, I love that so much. I could do that all day long. So let's move on with our practice, shall we? Inhale, arms overhead. Breathe out, swan dive forward. Take a breath in, halfway lift. As you release, hands to the mat, feet come back. And now you can just lower your knees down and find your way onto your seat. So now that we're on our seat, bring your feet together. And it's up to you where your heels are. So your heels can be close, which gives you a little bit more of a stretch. Or if that's too much, you can also back off. I know I'm going to right now. I brought it a little too close. Heels away from the hips. Now you can also sit up real tall, spine straight. Bring your thumbs across the pads of your feet. You can use your elbows here to press down on your thighs to get a little extra stretch. Bring your shoulder blades together. Super important to protect the spine. Keep your spine straight and strong. And now one of my favorite practices. I want you to pull your feet open like you're opening a book. This is the book of your life. It's a beautiful thing with that. You happen to be the author. You control that keyboard. You get to write that next chapter for yourself right now. The old chapter is closed. See yourself getting everything that you want in this next chapter. Feel those happy emotions as you obtain whatever you want. Feel those grateful emotions for having people in your life that you want. Write that story from your heart. And as you're writing it, allow your heart maybe to fall over your feet, just like you're writing that story from your heart. See that story as you're writing it. Feel those happy vibes for you getting everything you want. You gave it to yourself. That smile on your face. Continue to write that story from your heart. And now that you've written that chapter, let's surrender it, knowing that it will happen. Hands come forward. Let your chin fall to your chest. Slight rounding in your back come in. Let everything go passive. And focus on that next chapter that you wrote for you. That story that you wrote from the heart. Slowly start to bring your hands in towards your knees. Take your hands to the outside of your knees, and you can assist your legs coming back up. I know that's a super duper stretch, especially for us guys. And now while we're here, sitting bones connected to the mat, your feet now connected to the mat, your knees nice and bent, your hands come behind your hamstrings, elbows nice and wide to promote a long, straight spine. Start to increase that angle between your chest and your knees. You'll notice your core engaged. That's what we're looking for. Now you can lift your shins parallel to your mat. Start to notice that shake. That's what we're looking for. Just like a cheetah after it hunts, we are shaking free that excess energy that we no longer need. Letting go of fear. We don't need it anymore. Right ankle comes over your left, heels come in, plant your hands, inhale, lift up to reset. Exhale, lower back down, and come right back to your boat. Whatever that looks like for you. You can have your inner tube, hands behind your hamstrings. You can have a speedboat, legs straight, arms moving forward. Maybe you have a sailboat. Whatever you do, just let yourself feel that shake. Letting go of fear. False evidence appearing real. Left ankle over your right, heels come in, plant your hands, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down, and come right back to your boat. Whatever that looks like for you. Let yourself be here for the moment to shake that fear loose. Another way to look at fear is face everything and rise. You are that strong. Right ankle over your left, heels come in, plant your hands, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. And once again, you can pull your heels in or just move your legs out of the way so you can roll yourself forward. Right. Now we're going to press up to our plank. So up to your plank. You can also have your knees on the ground. You can have your ankles in the air. Whatever this looks like for you, remember, let yourself be where you are today. There is no judgment necessary. Just let yourself be. Press the ground away as if you are holding up the earth because you are that powerful. Let your heels drop to the right. Reach with your left arm. You can also bring your right knee down here if you need a little extra support. And left hand comes back down, back to your plank. Lower your heels to the left. Reach up with your right. You can also let your left knee drop down here if you want that extra support on this side. Come back to your plank. Hold your plank here for just a little bit longer. And now lower down to your forearms. Interlock your fingers and focus on that space. More visualization. I want you to imagine taking in all the strength, all the courage, all the love and compassion. As you exhale, trap it there for you. That's for you and for those you love. Just another few moments. Slowly lower down to your knees. Let your elbows come wide and let yourself find your favorite ear. Arms just come out to the side. Start to tune in. Notice the body. Maybe you notice how sweaty you are. I know I do. Maybe you notice that story your heart is telling. Still excited about that next chapter that you wrote. Slowly come back up to your chin, switch ears, and tune in once again. Maybe you're feeling that thermal imprint that you're leaving, that heat that you're giving off. Maybe you focus on your breath and just notice whether you're inhaling or exhaling. Now bring your way up to your elbows, hands underneath your shoulders, tops of your feet press into the floor. As you inhale, come up to your cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, back up to cobra. Maybe you lift your hands. Lower back down. As you inhale, come up to cobra. Maybe you lift your hands. Maybe you lift your feet. Slowly lower yourself back down. And press your way back to all fours. Take your knees to the edges of your mat. Feet together. And now bring your forehead down to your mat. Reach your arms forward. Palms face down for your child's pose. This is a pose of security, of peace, bringing you back to your inner child, connecting your intentions with the earth. You can also roll your forehead left and right, enacting a beautiful pressure point we have in our forehead that helps lower the heart rate just slightly. And now slowly work your way back up to your hands. Bring your knees in together. We're going to sit in one of my favorites, hero's pose. So just knees and feet together, hands rest on your thighs. Sit up nice and tall. You can soften or close your eyes. You can also let your chin fall to your chest. Just settle into the moment. Feel the body from the forehead, jaw release, shoulders away from your ears. And hands just laying on your thighs. This is one of my favorite poses. Hero's pose reminds me that I can't always be a hero, but you can always be a champion. Show up for you. Start to blink your eyes open. And now you can move your legs over to the side, let your hips come the other direction, and swing your legs around. We're going to make our way onto our backs. So make your way onto your back. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to prevent all this sand since I'm at the beach from getting everywhere. So while we're here, one of my favorites, this one's called waterfall. So bring your feet together, lift your legs up into the air, and let your toes fall back towards your knees. You can also bring your hands behind your hamstrings. You can also let your knees bend slightly. You probably feel that tingling starting to happen down your legs. That's your blood returning to the upper body, that visceral part of the body where our organs all reside, where we need all of that blood. You can also help it along as you inhale, press your toes up toward the sky. As you exhale, pull your toes in. Inhale, press. Find the rhythm, your breath. Your rules, your yoga, and speed. Helping the blood flow back to the upper body. Helps slow the heart rate just a bit. This also helps reduce anxiety and depression. It really helps combat insomnia. I know 5 to 10 minutes of this before bed, I sleep like a little baby. You can also do this up against the wall while you're at home, which allows you to be even more passive. Maybe you pedal your feet left and right. Now relax your toes towards your knees. Cross your right ankle over your left. Bring your heels in, grab your big toes, and let your heels come toward your hips. Let your knees float down. You can let go of your knees here, let go of your toes. You notice the mid-back start to lift. That's what we're looking for in this modified fish pose. Just another few breaths, taking care of the body. Since we did such a good job giving ourselves a little sweat. Now bring your knees back up toward the sky. And once again, take your legs straight up. This time, keep your legs nice and straight. Match that angle with your hands and your arms. Palms come to touch. Now start to lower your legs down to about a 45-degree angle. And then match that with your arms. You notice your core enact once again. There's that shake. It's exactly what we're looking for. Let yourself be here. This is the last pose. Just for a moment as we breathe and focus on everything we're letting go. Check in with that story. Focus on everything you're letting go. That fear that you no longer need. Let it all go. I'm going to count down from 5 and we're slowly going to lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now make your little shifts. Let your feet separate. Let your toes fall open. Let the backs of your hands rest on the floor. Palms face up. Maybe you get the last little shifts out of your shoulders and your hips. Find that comfortable spot for you. Now that we're here, we're going to scan the body once again. Just notice the difference. Your forehead released, your jaw relaxed. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Just let it go. With every breath, feel your shoulders melt into the mat. Feel your spine become heavy. With every breath, let your hips sink into the mat. Your arms and legs become heavier and heavier with every breath. Take a deep inhale, let your belly lift into your chest, all the way to the top. Slowly exhale, letting all of the air and all of the tension go from your body. One more, take a deep inhale through the belly, into the chest, all the way to the top. And as you exhale, imagine letting go of all of that tension, all of that negativity. One more deep belly breath into the chest, washing around behind the eyes. As you exhale, imagine letting go all the tension. You are now completely relaxed. With every breath, with every sound, with every word, you fall deeper and deeper into that state of peace. With every breath, you let yourself sink just a little further in. deeper down, letting yourself find that peace and tranquility. While we're here, think of everything in your life that you're grateful for. It could be the simple things, the ability to breathe, the blessing to walk, the ability to practice yoga. Maybe you're thankful for food, for friends and family. Maybe you're thankful for clean drinking water, or for the people in your life. You continue to seek deeper into that state of peace. We take a journey together. You start walking down the path. And on the side, you notice beautiful brushes, flowers. You see trees towering overhead. You smell the beautiful smell of flowers. You hear the birds singing your praises. As you walk, with every step, you find yourself in a deeper state of peace. Every brush of the breeze against your face, you feel tranquil and blessed. Continue walking down your path. You notice the small animals playing on the sides. The birds continuing to sing. As you walk, you notice up ahead, you're starting to come to a river. You can hear the sound of the water gently running by. You get closer to the shore. You notice a raft. This raft is your raft, here to take you to that safe place that only you can find. You step up to the raft, slowly push it into the water. You climb aboard. The water gently takes you away, allowing you to lay back on this comfortable raft. So cushiony and soft. As you lay back, you hear the water rushing by, a gentle breeze kissing you on the cheek. Maybe you hear the fish jumping and playing. Maybe you notice the clouds moving above you. Their unique sizes and shapes. These clouds represent your thoughts. Just like each cloud, notice how they come and then go. They pop up, and then they breeze away. With each cloud that passes by, you fall deeper into that state of peace. You continue down the river And as this water rushes by, it cleanses your intentions, washing you of all of your doubt, washing you free of all the tension in your body. The raft starts to come up to the end of the river. You slowly float to the shore of your island. You come up to the shore and you pull your raft onto the shore. And you start walking down a path, once again covered in the most beautiful flowers, the tallest tree, shielding you, protecting you. As you walk along this path, you notice a clearing up ahead. You see a building. It's your safe place. That place that only you can find. You walk up to the door. As it opens for you, beckoning you to that safety and security. You step inside. You notice that this room is arranged exactly the way that you want. You notice a window. Imagine the size of that window, the shape. As you walk over to it, you open it slightly to allow that breeze to flow through, refreshing your energy, revitalizing your soul, cleansing you of all self-doubt, allowing you to see the beautiful world of which you are a part. Remember that this safe place is always there for you to find at any time. You need but think about it, and you can find it. You notice on a table a piece of paper, a map for you, a sure way for you to find your way back at any time. You pick up that map and you mark the location of your safe place that only you can see. This map only works for you. You can fold or roll this map up and place it away safely in your pocket, where only you can find it for later. You step back up to the door, open that door, and you start to walk back out. Just outside of your door is the most beautiful meadow with the softest grass. You decide to sit in the grass. Maybe you let yourself lie back for just another moment of peace and tranquility. You remember this journey. You remember that you created it. You gave yourself this gift. Remember that your safe place is there in your pocket. At any time you need to find it, you think on it. Pull that map out and find your way to your safe place. Slowly start to bring yourself back to your mat. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Maybe roll your ankles, roll your wrists. And keep your eyes closed and make your way onto your favorite side. Bottom arm comes up to cradle your head, knees into your chest, and the top of your hand, or top hand, just rests on your mat. This fetal position brings tranquility, peace, and security to the body. We lived here for 10 months before entering this world, so the body remembers. This is also a pose of nurturing, a reminder that we have everything that we need inside of ourselves. We have only to decide to give it to ourselves. Keep your eyes closed. Press your way back up to your seated position. Your hands can come to your knees, or you can also bring your hands up to heart center. Let your chin fall to your chest. This is a bow and honor of respect to you for making you important, for showing up for you. Remember as we move forward through the week that the past is history, the future is a mystery, and right now is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Let yourself be more rooted in the now. We create in the now. There is no past or future or stress from either. Allow yourself to be here with you. It has been an absolute pleasure. The light in me recognizes the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Awesome. Thank you so much for showing up for you. And thank you for showing up for us. We really do appreciate the support. And I love doing this work, especially while we're here in the house and maybe going a little bit stir crazy. This is the best way to really give yourself that time out, the chance to kind of tune in and check in with yourself and figure out what you need. So as we move along, I challenge you to find out more of what makes you happy, what makes you tick. I know everybody else has their wants, everybody else has their needs, especially if you're a parent, and I am both a parent and a grandparent, so I understand. But the only way I can make it, the only way I can remain peaceful and remain happy so that I may give to those that I love is by tuning into what I need, by tuning into what I want in my life, allowing my cup to overfill so I can pour from the saucer. Remember, while we're doing this, changing that story inside of your mind really is key to what you're going to get. We really do what we focus on, we feel. So while we're doing this, I don't call it social distancing. We are physically distancing ourselves, but thankfully, as you notice, we are socially connected. So thank you again for showing up. My name is Leland Holgate with Trauma Recovery Yoga. I will see you all soon. Have an amazing, amazing week. And join me on Saturday for Warrior Flow, which is try harder or level 2 try. Take care, guys.